Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Got a bit of spare time on my hands this morning, so just thought I'd show you guys how I set up my tattoo workstation. Let's do it. So I share my studio with a couple of other artists. My space is in the middle. Got my client's tattoo chair, my tattoo chair. The red box there, that's my actual tattoo workstation, that's what I tattoo from. And then we got my black cabinets, which I just keep stock of products, needles, tissue, all that type of stuff. And we got my little printer set up there. So nothing complicated, nothing serious, nice and simple, does the job for me. Alright. So first coming in the morning, everything's mopped, everything's clean, bins are sorted, surfaces are all wiped down. Now before I do anything else now, I'm just going to wash my hands and then I'm going to run you through how I set up my workstation. Okay, so hands have been washed. First thing I do is glove up. Always put my gloves on before I set anything up, okay? So I use black nitrile gloves, powder free, by using nitrile. If anyone does have a latex allergy, you're covered. So I personally stay away from latex gloves and vinyl. Okay, so glove up. Now I work quite systematic. What that means is I do the same thing every time. And if I do the same thing every time, less chance of forgetting something. Right? So first thing I do, I cover my power supply and I cover my green soap bottle. So get my green soap bottle. I use these, which are the Killer Ink bottle bags. Get out 2 of those. So one goes over my green bottle and then I just pinch the end. And these work great for, I've got a Cheyenne power supply, so this actually fits quite perfect. So power supply covered, green water bottle covered. Now I cover my workstation. So I got 2 barriers. Obviously this is a cleanable surface. I'll put cling film on, then I'll put a napkin on. Now trying to put cling film straight on isn't great, it slips and slides around. So little trick, if you guys don't do this, I just give a bit of a squirt with my green soap, get a piece of kitchen roll, spread that about. Now the cling film sticks really easy. Take that down the edge. So cling film done. I then use these waterproof napkins, I think they're called. You can get them from a lot of places, tattoo suppliers, eBay, places like that. They look like paper, but they're actually waterproof. So I use one of these. And then just some kind of tape. I use the black masking tape, once again from Killer Ink. Take that down there. Pull it tight. Take that down. So now I've got my surface to work from, and as this, you get any ink spills and stuff like that, this is waterproof. So next thing, I get my kitchen all sorted. Now I use a particular brand called Plenty. It's not the cheapest, but it's really good stuff and I'm used to it now. So what I do is I just break off as many sheets as I need and I stockpile them just there. I prep myself, I always break up a couple of rolls at a time, but as I say, I only ever get out as much as I'm going to need, because I mean, once you finish your tattoo, It's not ideal to use this on another client for obvious reasons. This is what I call my hot zone. So anything that comes on to my workstation should be thrown away or sterilised afterwards. And obviously we can't sterilise tissue, okay? So I chuck any leftover at the end of the tattoo, that goes in the bin. So it's always fresh for your new customer. Next thing I do now, I'm going to set up my machine. Now I use a Cheyenne Hawk pen at the moment. I've got a couple of others, but I just love the Cheyenne. Before I start wrapping and covering, a bit of surgical spirits, alcohol, and I give this a full wipe over. This gets done after every tattoo as well, so once I finish the tattoo at the end of the day, I will strip everything down, put it in the bin, all the surfaces get a good wipe over, good clean. Tattoo machine gets stripped, that gets a bit of a wipe over, goes in the drawer for the next day, and then I do the same thing all over again. So in between each tattoo, it's actually getting 2 lots of cleans and sterilizations, just to cover yourself, alright? And I don't need to, but I like to give my, well, your clip code or your RC code a wipe over. And I use my clip code cover, once again from Killer Ink. It comes in a roll, it looks like this. Cut off a section with some scissors, I don't know, 2 foot, 2.5 foot long maybe. Plug the cord into my machine, open up the end, and I drop it through. Now the way I cover my Cheyenne pen, I saw it on a video on YouTube somewhere. I think it was from the Cheyenne site, and I've done it that way ever since, and it's the cleanest way that I can see to do it. So I push my machine through the clipboard so it comes out the other end. You have 2 O-rings. I take off the bottom O-ring, the one close to the bottom of the pen, pull that off completely, place that down, bring the clip cord up over the top of the machine, I pinch the end of it together, and then I put my O-ring back over. Now the idea here is to put the O-ring back into its original place, like so, and I'm going to pull the clip cord cover back until it sits between the bottom O-ring and the top O-ring there. Once that's done, get some 2-inch grip tape, and I wrap it. Now when I wrap it up to the O-ring. So when your grip sits on, your grip actually covers this as well. Go all the way to the bottom of the pen where the clip cord is, come back up, snap that off. So that's the machine covered. Plenty enough there. So, grip next. Grip tape again. I used 1 inch for a while and I was wrapping it up. I ran out one day and then I realised 2-inch works just fine. If you wrap up over the top, like so, snap that off. We've got excess at the bottom, but it works absolutely fine. Screw your grip on. No problem at all. Now everything's absolutely covered there. Obviously the tip isn't, but this always goes into the autoclave with me anyway, alright? I always use these grip covers as well. I think I had these off Killer Ink actually. Really good. Just slides over the top of my machine. Bit of a fatter grip. So next thing I do is set up my inks. Before I do that, I put out my barrier cream. I use the Inkies Green Glide. It's good stuff. It's not the cheapest, but when you start using this, it's hard to go back to like a normal Vaseline then. So I'll be sticking with this for quite a while. Put that with a spatula. Now for a long time, full spatula, fam, on, happy days. Someone showed me a little technique, well not technique, little tip I suppose. Snap your spatula in half. Guess what, you got one for next time. They last twice as long. Something simple like that, look. So, get my green glide. So you only want to get it out enough for the tattoo, okay? Once you've got out your barrier cream, you can never ever go back in the pot. Alright, that gets chucked away with the rest of it. So don't be putting big dollops out. This stuff in the UK is like £15 a pot. Spatulas are pennies, alright? So you're better off getting a new spatula. Can't use the old one. Get a new spatula and get some more out. Save the pounds. Ink cups next. All different sizes. So it depends what tattoo I've got in, what I'm doing. Obviously it depends on what size ink cup. So I've got a black and grey piece in today. It's only small. I'm not going to need big ink cups, so I'm going to use the medium. And in fact I'm going to use a couple of smalls. Okay, so I use 4 different strengths. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So a little bit of your cream on the bottom. That helps your ink cup stick. Happy days. Now for inks, so I use the Silverback line of ink. Really good stuff. Alright, so kitchen towel on the top, saves getting on your hands. In it goes. I set up the rest of my inks when my client turns up, alright, so I don't want to set them up yet. So, a couple of things I want to mention, alright. Consider this your hot zone. What I mean by that is that anything that goes on this, on your workstation, needs to be either thrown away or sterilised. If it's been used again and you can't do either, like a bottle, then you need to have it covered. So what I go off, anything that can be covered should be covered. Anything that can be cleaned should be cleaned, and anything that could be sterilised should get sterilised. So just think during the tattoo process, if you need to like top up your inks, yeah, take your gloves off, put a fresh pair of gloves on, get your ink bottle, shake it up, fill your ink up, that's great. Don't leave your ink bottle on here then, right, because this is your hot zone. So anything that's not being used for the tattoo should be going away. Even I just put my stuff back up on there. So once I've got my ink bottles out, or my green glide, whatever I'm using, will stay up there. And then everything else goes on to my workstation. So yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that post notification bell. Then you're going to get notified if and when I upload another video. And I do plan on lots more videos to come. I was thinking of doing some kind of tutorial video on how I go through the stenciling and the tattoo design process using Procreate on the iPad, printing out, all that type of stuff. So if you guys think that's a good helpful video, please comment down below, let me know, and I'll get that done. So peace out.